Do you feel like you've been living someone else's life? Are you finally ready to get back aligned with your God-given purpose and start getting back on the path towards your end destination in life, the mission here on earth that you're supposed to fulfill, where life feels great, it comes naturally, you're with the right people in the right environment, money comes to you easily and effortlessly, people love you, adore you, and you feel like where you belong? Well, in this video, I'm going to break exactly how to get back aligned on the path, because the reason that things aren't going well, or you're procrastinating, or have anxiety, or have this negative outlook on life is you're simply out of alignment. You're out of alignment on the path that you're supposed to be on. It's like you started on a trail and you didn't stick with the plan. Now you're in the middle of the woods and you're lost and you have no direction and you're just going with the wind and the current like a sailboat setting out to sea without ever putting the X mark on the map. See, that's the biggest mistake that people make in this life, is that they don't know where they're going, so how are they ever supposed to get there? When in reality, if they just took the time to finally ask themselves some questions about what is going on here on earth, why am I here, what makes me me, what do I feel called to do, finally you can get realigned and start making decisions that are always in alignment with your goals, with your being, with your purpose, and serving God. The real reason that you're here. Because God made you unique. He made you so special. You have so many natural gifts and talents that no one else on earth has. You're irreplaceable. But you're not embracing that. You're not in being your authentic self. You're not being your soulful self. You're being someone else. You're trying to impress others that don't care about you. And you're building relationships of things that aren't genuine. You're trying to impress others. And it's time to take off the mask, embrace who you really are, and get back in alignment with the path. And the path is great. It's wonderful. There's so many blessings and gifts that are waiting for you to claim, because guess what? All of your dreams are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to become a vibrational match again and get back in alignment. You see, all the money's already printed. Your dream relationship's already looking for you. Your dream car, your dream home, you name it, it's there and it's waiting for you. But all you have to do is get on the path, and guess what? You're going to get closer, better, and grow every single day, because success is something that you attract when you're back aligned with your purpose and being someone that embodies success. So what are some questions and what are some ways that we can start to discover our God-given purpose and get back in alignment with who we're supposed to be? Well, you want to ask affirming questions. You want to ask questions that really allow your brain to answer them for you, where you can sit back and let your brain operate, naturally give you the answers, and then you can observe those answers and decide what makes the most sense to you. You see, you don't need AI. You have everything you need already. For instance, if I say elephants, you're always going to think of an elephant, right? That's how it works. And you can utilize this to get answers to things that you never realized you had access to, right? So for instance, if I made $1 million this year, how did I do it? Immediately your brain's going to try to answer that question. It's going to reverse engineer if you ask it aloud. Take a second, ask yourself that. If I made $1 million this year, how would I do it? Right? And you'll start to think, well, I'd probably, read some business books or start learning from people in the position I want to be in that make $1 million. Now you can use this strategy and formula for anything. If I had a mission here on earth, what would it be? What are things that I always feel called to do, but I've been avoiding my entire life? What are my natural gifts and talents that always have made me unique? If I could do anything, what would it be? What is something that I love so much doing that I would even do it for free? Ask questions like that, empowering questions, questions that really allow you to get to know yourself. You see, you have to know who you are to know what you want and where you want to be. And the truth is God's already instilled all this in you, but you've been so distracted on your phone and so on that you've never really sat down and built a life full of direction. If you don't have direction, you can't measure progress. You can't decide, well, does this align with my goals? If you don't have any. And if you're setting goals that are out of alignment with your being, then of course it doesn't feel good even when you accomplish them. You're never going to be fulfilled because you're doing things for other people, not for you, and not out of service through the Creator, because we're co-creators of God. We're meant here to create, spread abundance. The universe is constantly expanding, and we're supposed to be contributing to that, contributing to our unique gifts and talents. How can I combine my natural gifts and talents with my purpose? What are some passions and purpose that I could do to potentially monetize down the line? Like, you just keep going. And you have to have a journal and literally write these down. Imagine trying to remember everything in your head. It's kind of impossible, right? Most people go their entire lives never writing things physically down. When you put a pen to paper, you start writing your own story, and then you can start fulfilling the prophecy. Once you know where you're going, right? Once you know the X mark on the map, you can reverse engineer exactly back into the present moment and break it down to actionable steps. So for instance, if you decided, well, I've always feel like I've been called to start a bookstore. Well, what's the best way to start? If your bookstore is right here and helping people spread knowledge and wisdom, what is here? Well, learning how a bookstore operates, reading books about business. And then you're getting one step closer, finding mentors, outreaching, building your relationships, asking anyone in your network that you currently know that may own a bookstore, right? And then you can start to get closer and closer and every single day. And listen, when you first start, the path may not exactly show itself like this. It may only show you one scene at a time, but that's the fun part. It's gonna naturally unfold in the most perfect way because the truth is God knows the best way to get us there. And without faith, walking the path, we'll never keep going. Unless you know for sure that you are gonna end here on the X mark on the map, you'll never start and you'll stop. And my question is you have two options. Either start on the path and have faith that it will always work out, or don't. Which life were you meant to live? Clarity is everything. If you don't know where you're going, then you're just gonna keep reliving the same painful day of out of alignment every single day. And it's gonna be frustrating, and then it's gonna cause your vibration to lower, and then you're gonna attract similar circumstances, situations, and things to further that belief system. The moment that you realize that deep down your soul's calling to, this isn't my purpose, I need to find my purpose, you sit down with yourself and you ask questions that break down what your purpose could possibly be, right? What do I always enjoy doing that I enjoy doing so much that I would do it for free? If I can make money doing anything, what would it be? Go ham, write it all down. Put the pen to paper, break it down, and eventually you can start connecting all these dots, right? Break down into a Venn diagram, for instance, 3 circles overlapping each other. What do I love to do? What am I really good at? And what does the world need? Now, whatever lands in the middle is probably close towards your purpose, right? And the moment that you start aiming for those type of goals, that type of ambition, when you level up and get better every single day, you feel better about it. Work doesn't feel like work. Money starts coming to you more easily because you don't need money. Money wants you. You're embodying the person of success and alignment, therefore money is chasing you. You're like a magnet towards it. People feel called to come talk to you. They feel the aura around you. They feel the authenticity around you. They feel the confidence because when you embody and you're really the soulful self, people can feel that other souls, they almost envy it. They want to get closer. They want to take that energy. They want to literally, it's almost like subconsciously the other souls around you want to get close to you so you can wake up yourself and get back in alignment. And that's why I started the Lightworker Journals, because we're all like candles in this life, right? And most people's candles, they get dim throughout life because they're always told, you can't do this, you have to this, you have to go to school, all these limiting beliefs put on them. But when they see another candle that's lit up and so bright, you can light up all the other candles around you. Now suddenly inspiration emerges, motivation, more action. They're bettering themselves. They see it's possible again. They're realigned with their passions and purpose, and then that flame burns so bright that it lights others, and it's this chain reaction, and it's mass awakening of consciousness. And that's the beautiful contribution of striving for your purpose and fulfilling your mission, is that it all works out. There's enough for everyone. We live in an abundant world. Your dreams are meant for you. God didn't give you dreams to torture you. That doesn't make any sense, does it? It's time to get back in alignment and understand that you need to walk the path and you need to fall in love with the path. The path is it's a joyous expansion. Every single day, the path reveals itself in such a magical way that gifts and blessings always appear. Challenges are actually the obstacles that are meant to allow you to grow and get better. When you ask for wisdom, what happens? Things that will happen, puzzles to solve to gain you more wisdom, because becoming a multi-millionaire and fulfilling your purpose isn't necessarily about the mission, but it's about the person you have to become in order to complete the mission. You get stronger. You gain more wisdom. You gain more experiences. You gain more memories. You get to travel the world, meet all these people. That's the fun part. The path is the destination in a way. Because once you get to your first X mark on the map, what happens? You set another one. and you keep going. You never get it. You're always getting it. Once you launch that first bookstore, why not 5 more? You keep going because you yourself keep growing. And that's the beautiful path to life. But if you're out of alignment, you're never going to be inspired enough or have inspired intuition to act upon if you're doing things that don't feel good. Because the truth is, what you do on a daily basis should feel good. You should enjoy what you do. You should love what you do and understand that it's meant for you and it's making you better. And therefore, because you become better, you're going to be able to contribute more value, and in exchange, money's going to come more to you. That gives you more freedom to make more impact. And there's this constant reaction. And it's the beautiful part of the path. And guys, if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this so I can help you live the life of your dreams. And make sure to check out the Lightworker Journal that can certainly help you discover your God-given purpose and reach your full potential. And if you feel called to work with me one-on-one, make sure to fill out that application below. But just remember, I'm rooting for you. And if you ever want me to cover any topics, comment them below. Let's go.